Welcome back to a new segment called The Solo Ride with Jay Ramsey. And man, it's been a while, hey? It's been a while. It's been a crazy while. Yo, I took a long hiatus, but now I'm back. Your boy's back. So let's get right into it. So, Solo Ride with Jay Ramsey is a segue actually from the Writers Podcast because now we won't be shooting the Writers Podcast anymore. I'll get into that a bit soon. But yeah, man, your hopes with the most. I'm glad to be back, man. I missed y'all. I missed y'all so much. But yeah, so the Writers Podcast, we won't be shooting it anymore because the cast or the band has broken up. So I'm home. Terrence is home. Sean is, who was our cameraman, is still in the Val. And then Beats and Forbes, which were part of our production, they also got, they're still in the Val, but they're doing different things. So now I'm here. Everybody's like, it's a disband. So we just took a decision that we're not going to be shooting the Riders anymore. We're going to take a break from that. But yeah, I'm still working on a new angle on how to shoot it and, work on it. And yeah, man, fun and exciting new prospect bound to happen with that one. So I'll let you guys know. Just comment below with anybody around, maybe Mokopani that you know that you want me to, because that's where I'm based right now, that you want me to interview or have a sit down with. Yeah, so that's what's happening. But yeah, soon, we're gonna be shooting. I'm gonna be shooting again. Yeah, I just have to finish up a few things, and I'm working on getting it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So fingers crossed for that one, writers. Yeah, man. I've missed y'all. I've missed y'all so much. Welcome and welcome to the Solo Ride with Jay Ramsey, baby. Yeah, I'm so excited about this one. So this one, we're going to be having more intimate talk. So you're going to be getting to know me on a different and a personal level. I'm going to be sharing my life experiences, things that you guys I don't normally wouldn't talk about on the podcast. So I'm going to be sharing them here. So yeah, man, let's get right into it, right? Let's get right into it. Let's go. So yeah, guys, let's get into it. Today, I'm gonna be talking about um, discovering my identity after church, right? So it started with a bit of curiosity, like you know, I had to sit myself down. Like this is after like okay, fine, I'm not gonna be a full blown Christian anymore, right? So now you start wanting to explore, okay, what can I do now that I'm not a Christian anymore? I remember this is I used to be, I'll talk about this one day, but I used to be like full blown like you couldn't say anything without it being about church, and that used to be my whole life. My relationship with God used to matter more than anything. I used to cherish it, I used to love it and adore it and respect myself for having that deep of a connection with God. And then that all stopped at some point in my life because of, you know, things happen and we learn to roll with the punches, man. So finding who I am after, my relationship or, my falling out with church, that was kind of difficult, man. So it starts with curiosity. Like now you're like, okay, what can I do? What's on the table? What can I do that I couldn't do before? You find out there's a lot, man. You find out there's a lot. This is like a baby getting candy for the first time. It was exactly like that. So you find out, bro, you've been robbing yourself of all of the pleasures of life. Remember, like, before that, it was fasting, all those things. Now you're like, okay, I can eat whatever the hell I want. I can talk however I want. Now you're like, okay, fine. Now life is about to get, really, really, really interesting. So my first stop was changing how I spoke because I used to speak very square. I used to be a square, right? I couldn't swear. I couldn't use certain like I used to be full blown, right? So fine. Hey, dude, start swearing. Like I remember this. I was in my room one time and this is when I started realizing that, you know what, I don't feel like I'm gonna go to church anymore. So I'm in my room. I was still in varsity, and then I was like, okay, let me start now. I'm gonna start swearing. Okay, cool. I just started saying, F all over.
all over, and then it felt so liberating that damn, ah, I can do this now, because I used to be a hip hop head before becoming full blown Christian and all whatnot. So I missed swearing a bit. I missed it. I missed just being free and not being able to guard my how I spoke and how and everything. So that felt great. And then I was like, okay, what's next on the list? What can I do now? Okay. I used to stay at a house where they used to host crazy parties, right? So for the first week, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold myself. I'm gonna hold myself. I'm not gonna go to any party now. I'm gonna discover who I am on my own terms. It didn't take a while. My house was like, dude, you don't drink? What's up with you? Come on, man. It's like, are you Christian? I'm like, um, my relationship with God right now is kind of rocky. So, no, I think I will join you guys soon. So I remember joining them. It's kind of nice getting handed my first beer. I'm like, ugh, this does not taste good. I'm like, it doesn't seem like I was missing out, right? Take some sips, find music playing, people are there, you know. And that was the first time I kind of got the understanding of what, like, okay, this life is. And then I was like, okay, all right. And then my friend's party was coming up. My friend, he was actually the caretaker. He's the caretaker of the house that I stayed in at that time, right? He was a Christian also, mind you. And then now he's like, dude, I'm also experiencing the same thing. I feel like I've fallen, and I remember telling him, yo, bro, let's enjoy life. We only live once. And then I remember he was like, yo, bro, I have a party coming. I'm like, let's plan a monster, because from then it had been like weeks. We started like testing out what's our stuff, going out, buying it on our own now. At least like I was old enough to make those conscious decisions that okay, this is what I'm doing right now, right? Fine, cool, everything's fine. Okay, we're planning this party, big ass party. He's the caretaker, right? Big ass party. Okay, fine. Now it's gonna get lit. We're inviting people. They're like, dude, when did you start like becoming this party guru? I'm like, show up. It's gonna be lit. This is me. Mind you, a month ago, I was going to church, bro. And then now, hey, did you change? Things have changed. Okay, fine, cool. Um, we go there, we buy booze. The house we were staying at, because I had just moved in recently, but they had known Guti. I'm a Christian, right? But now they're like, dude, what's going on with you? You're planning a party. Like, hey, what's going on? Like, hey, don't ask questions. Let's enjoy life. I used to be my slogan. Let's enjoy life. Okay, fine. We're enjoying life, right? We're planning this big ass party. Okay. Like we're 2 days in. Okay, the budget is budgeting. Okay, that was it's gonna be a cool party, but not a big one. So like, okay, fine. We do this, we do that. Invite people. Okay, it's the day of the party now. Fine. We start off by the meat, go fry it during the night day, and then my friend goes starts collecting people because he had a car. He goes collecting people who were close by. I remember Forbes and Beeps came by like, bro, what's going on? I heard there's something going on in your house. But like, bro, come through. Mind you, these people called me pasta, like pastero, at that time, right? Um, and then now they're like, "Oh, we heard you're hosting." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I am hosting. So come through." I actually haven't thought about you guys because, like, yo, it's been crazy. Because I have been also like enjoying, right? They're like, "Okay, fine, we're gonna come through." I'm like, "All right, clean, cool. I'll text you when things starts popping." Fine. They come through, they clean gen. I'm like, "Oh, they're representing." Okay, cool. Now the party starts. There's meat. There's everything, right? Um. Hey man, it's not the turn up is not how we imagined. Me and this dude were thinking it's gonna be lit, 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 lit. But like there's like a few friends. Sean came through, Mlado came through. Um, Terrence was not there. So Terrence was not there. My friend Terrence, the one I do the writers podcast with, he was not there. He was at home, I think. So it was like we came back early for recess, and then it was his birthday after recess. We came early after recess. I don't think I went home for that recess, so because So fine, the party's going now. There's happily music, okay. It's going down, yeah, you know. But there's no honeys at this party. It's just gents. But I remember Mdu came through with his hand, and then the gents came through. There was like four of them. It was like Peeps, Forbes, Leaf, and like I think, yeah, they came through. We were chilling, man. And they were like, dude, looks dead. Okay, we connected the music. The music was already playing, and then you know, okay, fine. I started popping. I remember Sean, 101 came through my other housemate. He was like, guys, I'm going 2.1. This is this other place in the Val. It's like a student bar, you know, but the nightlife there is crazy. So he's like, guys, some of us are gonna go 2.1. When we come back, that's when the real party is gonna start. We're gonna come back with people. I don't take him serious. We're like, you know, sometimes he says that and then he just comes back or he never comes back. And then 9, 10, we're enjoying, we're drinking, you know, the booze is going down now. We have to restock soon. Fine. I'm the one who's controlling the booze. I'm not drinking that much, but I'm the one controlling the booze. Fine. Okay, fine. You know, things are starting to pop off. You know, I see the birthday boy is getting too lit. He's supposed to be driving people back there. He's getting too lit. He's getting too lit. He's getting too lit. Hey, cool. I remember I used to stay with a lot of Tonga people in my house back then. You know, fine. I 10. Okay, fine. You can hear, man. There's commotion, like from a distance, cause my street is the same street as the student bar point one whatever. Fine. It's a lounge actually. Yeah, it's the lounge. So you can hear, man. Okay, fine, cool. These people, these are like a mob of people coming back. I'm not even thinking they're coming to the house, right? I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is nice. This is cozy. Hey, man, did I not get shocked? Dude came back with like 50 people. 50. We were like mildly 15 in the house before they came. 50 people. I'm like, this is still lockdown era, guys. You don't understand. This is the lockdown era, nyana. And it's like you can't be out there like doing that. Hey, did not like gang people, bro. Gang people. Now I'm like, whoa, this has just turned into a super spreader. Now we're gonna get shut down. Now the police are coming now. Now I'm like, dude, we have to figure something out. So we're not gonna this is not gonna end well, you know? We should really consider something here. And then he's like, nah, if they come we'll talk. I'm like, hey, cool. I'm like, yeah, we are, you know, we are the hosts and we're doing this. Okay, fine. Yo, there was a lot of people, a lot of hands, music was playing. Hey man, people were kissing in the lobby. People were doing it in the bathroom. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. It was lockdown party. Like you guys don't understand how lockdown parties were epic. You know, epic. Cause it's like low key underground, but like you know everybody knows about it, but not a lot of people know about it. If you know, you know. It's if you like attend house parties, like you know, like if you know, you know. So now it's getting lit. Everything's nice. I bet the boys like quarter to blocking out. And now we're eating. I'm looking for Sean. Where's Sean? Hey man, Sean is missing. I tried calling Sean. I can't find him. Like this is me and Sean started drinking like at the same time, right? So we're like a month in drinking. Where's Sean? I can't find Sean. Where has Sean gone off to? And mind you, when I left Sean was hammered. So I had to look after Sean because I was like, I have to look after my boy. He's my boy for days, you know, came from the same hood. Hey man, now, where's Sean? Nobody can find Sean. Hey man, now I'm starting to get worried. I look for Sean everywhere. Start interrupting people kissing. Hey, where's Sean? Start opening the door. Hey, people are doing the deed. Hey, where's Sean? Hey, there's no Sean in here. Can't find Sean. What do you mean, Sean? I'm like, hey, man, Sean, my friend. Sean, my BFF. Like, that guy. They're like, nah, we haven't seen dude. Where is he, though? Like, you know, when people are like, where is he, though? I'm like, hey, man. I get a text like 30 minutes after trying to look for Sean. I'm like, hey, I can't find Sean. This is like bad. He's like, Sean, you know when you send a Hamid text, he's like, "Yo, bro, just got home." I'm like, "What do you mean just got home?" In my mind, I'm like, "What do you mean just got?" It's like I just got home. You are the latest host ever. I'm about to black out right now, so thank you for the party. Good night, dude. Walked. I'm freaking. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, now I'm starting to think about it. He's like, he walked back to his crib because he wanted to sleep. This is what Sean does. He disappears, right? This is when he started doing this because I didn't have any clue what he would do before that. Dude disappeared, went to sleep. He walked to his place. It was just dangerous. This was like 1 a.m. Walks to his place. I'm not used to this, right? Because, I'm not used to this. He walked to his place. That was crazy to me. And Sean is Sean. He's not a nightlife person. And I was a bit worried. But he got home safe. Okay, cool. Now the party starts going ham. Like you can see now people are like eyeing each other fight. A fight breakouts. A fight breaks out. And then my housemate started fighting with this other person. I'm like, guys, what's happening here? Is this I think it was much safer in church. The people are fighting now. That was a party, man. Why are they fighting? Turns out the other person is actually a thug and they don't want him in the house now. We have to chase him out. We chased out like half of the people, 25 people. Because they came with it was bad company, chase them out now like, hey dude, we don't want any bad things. And then a fight almost broke out. I was already throwing hands. I was like, hey, let's go, man, let's go. I was a bit under influence. And then my house is the next day, they're like, hey dude, do you realize that you almost threw hands? You were telling me like, yo Sean, if they do this we throw hands, we do. I'm like, I was that guy. They're like, yep. I was like, hey, that's crazy. So that was like me exploring, man. And then I had to like put restrictions on myself with exploring in terms of the nightlife and all of those things. I had to like, okay, fine. That is that. Okay, I've experienced that. What's next? What's next? I started going extreme with the nightlife, extreme with spending, extreme with everything until I just had to reach a point. I'm like, does this end, Jay? Does this end? I feel like you have explored enough. You're not exploring enough because you feel like it becomes your life. The nightlife becomes your life, and then you start being like, okay, cool. Oh, how then do I maneuver through this? Because there's no manual to life. There's no manual to the nightlife. There's no manual to party. There's no manual to like girls. There's no manual to any of that. So I had to like figure it out and wing it out for myself. And then, but I just had to like dial down and just start scaling down how I do things. But all in all, it was a good experience. I won't lie. You need that as a man, as a young adult. You need that in your life to experience that. It was nice, I won't lie. But then I had to just come back and ask myself, okay, is this the life I envisioned for myself, after church? Or would I be doing something much more productive? Because I came from praying for nations, I came from, doing all that to now being, that. And then I had to be like, okay, now relax, calm down, calm down. I had to start appreciating the smaller things in life because then I had gotten used to things being grand, amazing, fast, and then I had to kind of dial it down. I'd be like, okay, fine. Yeah, the church. What are you passionate about? Asking yourself the hard questions, and then I had to just start appreciating the smaller things in life. My genuine friendships, because that life comes with a lot of fake friends. I won't lie. So I started appreciating my genuine friends. Sorry, people that genuinely love me and like me for me, not who I am or was. And I had to kind of get used to not being important anymore. That used to be a big factor. Because in church, I used to have like a big role and everything. So in life, people really don't care, bro. You just have to add value to people's lives. And that's like one thing you have to do is add value for you to be important. So in church, I used to be important because of who I was and what I brought to the table. So when I tried to correlate that in life, it backfired on me. It didn't work. I had to be like, oh, okay, now I have to learn how to be in civilization again, like learn how to be a human again. It sounds like it's far fetched, but it's not. I literally had to be that. Cause one thing I'd say that kind of opened my eyes to church and me diving back was like, okay, cool, fine. I remember seeing one of my church mates being nasty, being a nasty person, treating people badly. And then I had to ask myself, so when they say you come into the body of Christ and you're renewed, doesn't that person have to change how they interact with people, become more godlier, more nicer, more polite, and much more, they say you can see a godly character when Christ is taking over. You can see that. And I saw a lot of people not changing, but still having to occupy large positions in church. I had to reconsider that. I was like, nope, no, 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 I'm not going to stand for this. And then I bounced. So, me, I had to also ask myself fundamental questions. Am I a good person? you know, ask yourself, like, you should also ask yourself these questions one time. Like, apart from your course, what you're doing at school, apart from your job, apart from you being a mother, apart from you being a sister, apart from you being a brother, a friend, are you genuinely a good person? Do you do people enjoy being around you? Do people, apart from your money, bro, like, do people really really like you for you? Like, can people sit with you and enjoy your company without alcohol being involved, without hubbly, without any of those things? And then if you find generally that 50% of your circle can't enjoy that, that means you're buying your friends, bro. And they're not genuine people. They're there for enjoying what you have. And I feel like I don't want to go into that, but that's like the current space that most of the youth are in. And I had to ask myself those questions coming out of church. I'm like, okay, asking myself those hard questions. Okay, fine. Yes, but it's not a lot of them. Yes, I don't, but I also don't like how I am with certain instances in my life. Then you go down and you change it. So I feel like this is for my brothers and sisters that are transitioning from coming from church to now being in a normal life situation and not having, just falling. Falling is not a sin. The light bringer, morning star, he fell. And he fell because he rebelled against God. But one thing I'll tell you, right, is that some of the things that you blame him for, it's not really him. So relax. You just have to ask yourself fundamental questions. Am I a good person? Do people enjoy being around me? Those things. And then you will find out that, okay, those are the things that I need to work on apart from the gifts that I have as a person. And I'm asking writers, are you good people apart from your responsibilities in life? Fundamentally, fundamentally, are you a good person? And that's what I'd like to ask you today. Are you a good person? Do people enjoy being around you without all the extra stuff that comes with you? Money, whatever, social status, all those things, you know? If not, change it, bro. Costs nothing. Change it, you know? Change it. Fundamentally, if we're all being good human beings to each other, the world will be a better place. Essentially, the world will be a much better place. So, guys, my name is Jay Ramsey. I've enjoyed this session with you, solo ride, man. It has been nice, intimate and all that. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. And see y'all in the next one. Let's ride, baby. Hoo ha!